Hello everyone, welcome back. I brought in my dawn redwood forest today. Do a bit of a clean up, bit of a weeding, and just clean off all the leaves or fronds, whatever they're called, and we'll give it a little bit of a trim back where it need be. Yeah, and like that, just give it a general clean up ready for winter. We'll clean all the weeds out, maybe put some new moss down, just so it's nice and clean. So we'll get started on it. I'll bring the camera in a bit closer now for some of the work. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. We'll move our two dinosaurs now out the way. So the first thing I'll do is just defoliate what's left of leaves on it. They just fall off this time of year. What I'll actually do probably is, as I'm doing the trees, I'll do it because a lot of these I'll be cutting off anyway. So okay, so we'll start with this little back tree. So first of all, we'll clean off the stubs. We'll take off this long branch. I don't mind this branch coming forward a bit. There's one here just to fill out this gap in the actual planting. When it's filled out, we can take this one off down here. Some of these dead stubs off. As you can see, the whole base of the branches are full of buds, so we won't want any of them. So we'll just try and pluck out them. Just maybe to cut them out. A bit of a stub there, we can maybe clean up a bit better. So we'll just get into it. Let's probably wait as clean as it could be. I can take this branch back and this one. Another branch growing under here, so I might leave that one because this one will probably replace this one at some stage. This one back here, I'm going to take out this one again with a lot of buds popping out on the end of this. Take out that bit, probably take out that as well, just let some new ones come out next year. Reduce these back. We have 3 buds here together, so we'll take out the bottom one. So we'll reduce back to so we've got 2 buds at the end. And this branch here now, I've got this thinner branch and this heavier branch. We can probably get rid of this heavy one now and use this one. Take that one out. Dead stub there, we can take that off. This branch is probably a little bit heavy at the end, so I think I'll take off the end and let these buds here grow. Just take the tip off that. Like that, come next year there'll be just so many branches and buds to choose from, so you don't have to worry too much because they bud out everywhere. But I just want to reduce it a little bit if we can, just to clean it off a bit. All these buds in here, again, you can probably easier just to let them start growing and then take them off. I'm trying to get in there now, taking them out. Okay, the actual apex of the tree is okay. I took it back here So I've started a new apex coming back that way. I don't know if you can see that. This one, you can see where I did the main chop there. This was an air layer off the top of this tree. I don't know, it wasn't even an air layer. I think I just cut it off and it rooted. Okay, so we'll have a look at this big tree now. Again, we'll just reduce the branches a little bit. I tend to not grow much branches on it because I try and keep it as tight as I can. So every year they grow new little branches, and then like say like this one up here, I don't know if you can see that. See when they grow them like this, but if they haven't lignified, they just fall off then in the winter. So then you just kind of start again the following summer growing new ones, and it kind of, I don't mind too much. I've got a few older branches, but the rest then just fill in, and I just leave the ones that I want, and it kind of gives it the shape I want then, without having it too big, because they can tend to get longer and bigger, the branches, because of the way they grow. So that's just the way I do it. And just cleaning off any stubs and stuff. Clean all this lot. At least then, I'm going to take this one off back here. At least then all these won't just drop onto your soil and just sit and rot for the winter, harbouring bugs and things. This branch here is a bit kind of funny angle, so I'm going to take that one out. We have another one there that we can replace it with. This one's getting a little long, just take off the end of it for now. Take off the top of that one. Okay, so I'll keep going. You can see basically what I'm doing, just cleaning them out and reducing them back a little bit, trying to keep them some way in shape. We'll come back then when I've done that and have a look. Okay, so that's about it for the trees. So as you can see, it kind of more or less starts with a blank canvas every year. I have a few branches on it, but not major, big, heavy branches. And then I just work on the branches each year as they grow, and it's just my way of keeping them as tight as I can and the foliage as fine as I can. If I was growing them one by itself, I might let it grow a lot bigger and build a bigger tree and better tree, but because it's like a forest planting, I want to keep them all kind of quite tight, so this way works for this job. Now I will probably give them a coat of lime sulfur. I don't particularly want them going white, so I will dilute the lime sulfur down, so it just goes a little bit grey, but it's more to just make sure it's protecting the wood a bit and stuff. All this dead wood in here, up here, but yeah, so next job then will be just to give it a bit of a weeding, and we'll see what we can do with the landscape, give that a clean up. As you can see, there's a lot of this has fallen down on it. So the fertilizer bags are fern there. best thing to do is maybe just start at one side and work my way around, taking out all the weeds and cleaning up all the foliage that's dropped down onto it. And like I said before, I know doing the landscapes and stuff this time of year is kind of a waste of time, because the winter's coming and they just get a bit mucky looking and stuff anyway. But if you do it now, you're at least reducing the amount of weeds and stuff, which reduce the amount of roots, because come next spring you'll end up with so much weeds and stuff growing in down and through your moss and everything and into your soil that just could be a nightmare. So I just like to try and keep on top of it as best I can all year round if I can. And like I said before, they're not just trees for shows and things, bonsai, you're going to be looking at them yourself every day. So just because they're in your garden, you still want them looking as best as they can for that time of year. So why not keep them somewhat organised and nice looking, best you can anyway. May have to repot with these soon. Not sure if I'll do it this spring or not. Maybe I will. I've been in this pot now a few years, so they could probably possibly do with a repotting. We'll have to check it out when the time comes. Right now we'll just concentrate on, there's a lot of surface roots from them, so I'd say, and they like a lot of water, so could have this pot pretty full right now. I do have two other forests. One is actually made up of all cuttings from these. When I got them first, I chopped them right back. I took a lot of cuttings, so I made another forest out of it. So that will have to be done at some stage as well. That's kind of getting pretty overgrown. So we'll probably give that a look at as well before the winter comes. Try and keep all these little ferns if we can. Just add to it all. Trying to make it as prehistoric looking. They are old trees, these redwoods. Not these in particular ones, but not sure if they were around when the dinosaurs were around, but they may have been, I'm not sure what these ones are. These weeds are really spreading out. A little fern there under the tree, so be careful not to pull that out. Somewhere in here there's a fern too. Try and get the weeds out without disturbing it. Nearly there now. This front bed of moss has so many weeds in it. I think I'll just take the whole lot out and start again with that. Another fern in there as well, but it's absolutely choked with weeds. One here as well. Let me rescue him. I probably will need to do a repot on these soon, only because the actual soil, it's still got clay. You can see that's still a bit of clay in there from when I first potted them. So these have been potted in this pot since the day I got them, and I didn't completely bare root them. So there's still a bit of clay around the roots, the very base of the tree. So maybe we will do a repot. Kind of dreading it. It's not going to be an easy repot for this guy, I'd say. Unless I just treat it as one tree. Maybe then it'll be a bit easier. Okay. So I think that will do for clearing it out. So I'll just give it a bit of a brushing now. So I can get all that loose stuff off. Okay, so now we just need to put a bit of new fresh moss on. Let's get rid of this lot. Okay, so I have a tray here that any bare moss I have, I just fill the tray with some ponzo soil at the bottom. And then I had a lot of leftover sieved soil. When I sieve the soil, I keep all the kind of dust. So that's what then I put on the top. It holds the moisture quite good. And then I just, whenever I get the spare moss, I just put it on there. It kind of keeps it alive. So we'll start with our rock. It was back here, wasn't it? Somewhere like that. And we have these couple of big chunks of moss, maybe not one. I'll put one here. One here maybe. We'll put our ferns back in. On here now. Just And maybe we'll stick it in here as well at the base of this tree to try and get it in there. Okay, get some of this moss now. There's a few weeds growing in this, so try and get stuff without weeds. Just fooling around. It's very wet this, so when it dries it'll brighten up. I'm not going to put as much moss on it now. I'm just going to leave it more paths and things because it will help with the drainage of the over the winter. Like, it will help the water get in. So put some bits here and there. Like I said, it's, you know, if I walking past this every day looking at my trees and I see it all full of weeds and stuff, and you can keep weeding it, but it just looks untidy without some nice clean moss and stuff on it. Kind of annoys me. I don't really like looking at it like that, so at least with it a bit cleaner like this when I'm walking around and look at it. I know, like that, winter's coming, but at least I can look at it now and enjoy looking at it. Okay, so I'm just going to put something down now for the path, so I'll have a look what I have. Okay, so I have this stuff. This is actually the stuff I was talking about. This is just sieved akadama and pumice and stuff like that. So I may as well use that. It's kind of, I don't want to use sand because it's a bit too bright. This will look more like kind of a browny, soily colour. Just give it a bit of neatness. We just have some bits of bare patches, basically, like you would see in forests. You see them all covered in moss and normally bare patches around the place where the animals are either made trails or the sun hasn't been hitting. Yeah. Okay, I think that's okay now. We can just give that a bit of a spray. Lift the camera up a bit so you got more of a view down of it. They either come out as jets or too fine a spray. Let's get some better spray bottles, I think. Keep getting them, but they keep breaking or something happens to them. Anyway, we'll give it a watering in outside to give it a dampening down. As soon as you let it go. Okay, the lime sulfur part. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just mix up apart from the lime sulfur. I'm just going to put some lime sulfur in. And I'll add a bit of water to that to dilute it down, and then it won't come out as white. When it dries, it'll just be kind of a darkish grey. So I just think it looks a bit, don't want it looking too white on trees like this. Just give it all a quick going over. Yes, and then brush from there. Just a quick going. A few dead branches up here, so we'll give them a quick coat as well. Right, that'll do. Just a quick going over it. Always make too much of this. Not pour out too much, but if you mix water, you can pour it back into the bottle, but if you mix water with it, then don't pour it back into the bottle because it'll just go all bitty inside the bottle. Okay, so that's about it for this one. You can see now they're ready for the winter. I may chop this apex back again just to continue the taper, maybe to one like this or this one above it. We won't do that right now. Let's see how it goes. They've had a few chops already. This one, the first chop, was back here somewhere. It's had some really big branches taken off. This one's practically completely healed. That used to be the leader, and then when I chopped it there, this one grew. So that's what I do, just keep chopping it back, starting a new leader on the top, new apex, and then this one grows and thickens up, and then slowly but surely get the taper going. Okay, so that'll be it for this one. I'll put it on the bench, and like I said, it's nice to, better put the dinosaurs back. It's nice to be able to walk around the garden and look at your trees just because it's winter. They don't have to all look like they're being neglected. You can still have some nice little landscapes to look at, just because the trees are all bare. So as always guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one. Cheers.